いたくはなかったが仕方ねえ。見えるか、全てを焼き尽くすこの光が。
Alright, boys, what is going on, guys? Spiteful is back again, coming at you with a showcase on the brand new Papito. Well, I was gonna say Daddy Ichigo, but that actually doesn't even make sense anymore because there actually is a Daddy Ichigo. That's so weird. Anyways, we do have the new Sun God, Amaterasu Moon God. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like he's more of a Moon God, but as you see here, he does have the mirror. It reminds me of 6th Anniversary Aizen, because Aizen also has the mirror type stuff going on with his wings. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. Shout out to the boy, myself, for letting me do this showcase. As you see here, he shoots out Magatamas when he comes out. And honestly, I like his Natsurin quite a bit. I do think his animations are really sexy, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not as impressed with this character as I would have hoped, which I'll get into more in depth as we go forward. You'll see here he is a Soul Reaper with a Hollow Killer. He's a speed unit, range unit with Hollow Killer, and he does have Sharpshooter, which is actually really, really valuable. However, I don't see people using this character over 5th Anniversary Byakuya based on his kit, and why I will go into further as we get into the actual gameplay. He does have an innate skill of Team Party Stamina Recovery plus 20%, which is actually pretty good because this will literally in between rooms, you'll actually heal your entire party by 20%. So built-in stamina recovery, but not just to himself, but to his squad, which is awesome. Dodge hollow damage 50%, so he'll be able to dodge whenever he's being used for content like IT or Inheritance Trial if the enemies are, Transcendence Trial, excuse me, when the enemies are also hollows, which is pretty good. It helps him more, a lot with survivability, and will honestly save you every now and then. He also has freeze immunity, which is pretty good for Guild Quest. Let's see, and with hollows, honestly, hollows freeze very often too. A Berserker of 0%, he doesn't actually have Berserker, but he does have Frenzy plus 2. Devastation 40%, which is pretty good. Reduced strong attack cooldown 12%. Havoc 20%. Debilitator plus 5 seconds with Weakening and Fire on all of his attacks, so just like Yamamoto. Debilitator plus 5 seconds. Increased status summon chance against power attribute hollows, which is really, really, really nice. Being able to proc burn and weaken at the same time is going to be super clutch, especially for content like Senkaimon stages. If you know that you're going to have attribute advantage and the enemies are, say, like hollow soul reapers like Shinji, Hiyori, being able to burn them, push them back with your first strong attack or second strong attack, and then have them pinging down while not being able to deal you damage with their ultimate because they're going to be weakened is really, really clutch. He also has Sprinter plus 1 and Sharpshooter, which is guard break and nullify range resistance. I think that this character is good. I don't think he's excellent. I feel like he could have been a lot better. I feel like Caleb should have literally just buffed any of his strong attacks. Going into his arena, the level 10 skill, he does get strong attack damage 30%. And you'll see here Long Stride for level 5 skill, which is, in my opinion, completely attainable. He doesn't have Sprinter plus 2, which I think is kind of sad, but I mean, it is what it is. So let's just get right into it and see exactly what this character is capable of. I did play with him a little bit. I haven't played with him too much. I believe, I'm not sure when Inheritance Trial comes out. I believe it was already speed for the week, which is kind of unfortunate. So let's just get into Inheritance Zone. And yeah, unfortunately I do have some bonus units for that. And click here. Let's not bring in allies. Shout out to my boy Chaos and Isaac. Oh, Isaac, my boy. All right, so let's do a times. Let's do a ×5 run. I gotta go to sleep soon, right? Full boosters, and this is the build that we're gonna be using. Spiritual pressure 30, 30, 30 across the board with strong attack, recharge, and damage hybrid links. We're gonna swap out those links. So let's bring out the handy dandy, trusty, musty, dusty calculator. Boom, boom. So let's see if we got hollows here. Oh, very nice. So as you see here, one normal attack damage string already burn and weaken. Keep in mind that the weaken and burn goes off at the same time. If the enemy is immune to weaken or burn, then they will still be weakened or burned depending on the status element that they are not immune to. Boom, boom. Second strong attack. As you see here, the animation on it takes very, very long. This is probably his biggest crux because honestly, like his first strong attack is already very weak with the 18% magnification first strong attack, but this, look how long it took for me to move. I'm holding the controller down to like move that, and it just doesn't move. Animation cancel, you can animation cancel that relatively quickly. Keep in mind, obviously you lose damage when you animation cancel, but let's try here. Look at this. That's how long it takes for me to be able to move after. And keep in mind that during that time, he actually loses his invincibility, which is really, really unfortunate. You see how long it takes for his first strong attack. Now his third strong attack, I actually really like it a lot. Very, very good animation. That's how long it takes for me to be able to move after I use it. Okay. I will probably T15 or T20 this character. I love his design. I just wish he was better, right? Like, if I want to animation cancel, look at how long it takes me to flash them out of that animation. That's actually really, really bad. That being said, with Frenzy +2, even though he's not getting the Berserker 40%, 60% that like our book Ichigo got, being able to proc with the Frenzy +2 means that this character with all these hits is probably very, very likely to either kill or proc the weakening and then end up oh, interesting. I like that animation. I didn't notice that the first time. Okay. Yeah, so with Frenzy +2, you're going to be able to proc weakening and burn more often. If the enemies are actually power hollows, then you're literally you're pretty much guaranteed to proc. Like, it's actually, I don't even think that it's a question of whether you'll proc. It's like when, like which attack you're actually going to proc with, which is actually pretty dope. And his animation is honestly probably one of the best in the entire world. Look at this. I love that he has that same Oni mask in the background, because it's literally a polar opposite of Spirit Society White Ichigo. So I think that it's pretty cool that they literally just made them inverses of each other. I think that they did an excellent job in terms of design. But like, that's my issue, right? Like, his second strong attack takes way too long to come out. His first strong attack is the 18% mag. We already know how bad that can be in terms of like harder content. Alright, so let's swap into a full stamina damage boost. Strong attack damage 16, strong attack damage. Let's keep the strong attack damage 12. We'll lose some damage, but like that's fine. Like 12% over 10%, I'll take that any day of the week. Oh, another thing, I didn't mention this, but he also has, here it is, increased speed attribute soul reaper damage to status ailment affected enemies plus 20%. This means that whenever you proc a status element, which is very, very likely thanks to the Frenzy +2 and the Disabler, he gets an extra 20% damage. So on top of the devastation, he's going to be dealing more damage. So like, say his special does 100 damage, you're going to get the weakening proc, you're going to get the devastation, and then you're also going to be getting the increased status element damage, right? So you have the devastation 40 with the team attribute, and keep in mind that this all multiplies into each other. So for the final hit, you're going to be dealing, say, 100 damage times 4. Normally you would deal 400 damage if the character doesn't have devastation, if the character doesn't have status elements, that you're only going to be dealing like a base 140, like say they have devastation 40 times 4, they'll be dealing 560 damage. Now this Ichigo, when you calculate everything, it's times 1.4 times 1.5 for the weakening, multiply by 1.2 for the increased status ailment, and then multiply this by 3, and then add the original 140 for the devastation plus the devastation being multiplied in. And that in and of itself, 896 as opposed to 560, really, 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 really good damage from your ultimate. And yeah, so let's check it out in the ×5 run for this. Okay, here we go. Alright, so speed attribute, status element affected enemies. Now he's probably gonna proc often on the hollows, so I kind of want to see the damage there. Yeah, man, my issue is this second strong attack though. I could put a Zeta pill on. But to be fair, I can just calculate the damage on the hollows anyways. But you have to make sure that I don't grab them. Here we go. There we go. 8,000. So let's calculate what it would be with all the status elements if we actually were to proc them, right? So it's like, what, 8,000? Well, we'll just say a clean 8,000. That way it's easier to calculate. 8,000, multiply that by... damn, I forgot. He gets so many hits from like all of his attacks in general. He's hitting 8,000 with his first strong attack. Damn, that's actually incredibly high. Hold up. That's way too much to calculate because you have to hit, right? There it is. So 15,000. That's without critting as well. So let's do that instead. I feel like that's going to be easier to calculate. The last hit has multiplied that by 8. right? So that's gonna hit normally for 120,000, assuming that no status elements procs. Let's just say, for the sake of science, that after 4 hits, on the 4th hit, you actually proc weakening. There you will actually be dealing the 15,000, multiply that by 1.5 because the enemies are going to be weakened, then multiply that by 1.2 because the status ailment, right? So 27,000 damage. We're going to multiply this by 4, and then we're going to add 15,000 4 times, right? And that is going to deal an extra 60,000. So 108,000 plus 60,000. We're going to deal 168k with the 3rd strong attack if we proc on the 4th hit. Oh wait, no, that's wrong, because since he has Frenzy plus 2, his 3rd strong attack hits 12 times. So that oh my god, my man. Oh, that's good damage. That's some healthy damage. Damn, that's a big boy. Oh my god. Okay, so let's just say, for the sake of argument again, we proc it after the 6th hit instead of the 4th hit, because there's actually going to be 12 hits, right? So that's crazy. So let's do that. Let's do well, let's multiply that by 1.5. Multiply that by 1.2, and then here we're going to multiply this by 6 because there's 6 hits left, and then we're going to add the 15,000 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're saying we're going to be dealing 252,000 damage with his 3rd strong attack if we procced halfway through. If we hit him once and one of those 3 hits to start off with from like the 3rd strong attack pings and strikes with weakening or burn, or both, because it's both at the same time, then you're going to be dealing some crazy damage. So let's check out the damage on the Rukia real quick. Ah, there we go. Okay, never mind. Let's go with the killer there. I see the 48,000, 45,000. Let's calculate this together, like what, 46, 8,800, right? Multiply this, excuse me, 47,000 plus 42,000 divided by 2. Let's do it scientifically, right? Scientifically proven to give you healthy skin. 1.5 times 1.2 times 1.4. We're gonna get 112k over here, and then we're also going to multiply this by 3 because of the amount of hits from the special, plus the original damage, which is the 44,500, right? Boom. So we're going to be dealing 380,000 damage. That's actually incredibly high. I believe that this is actually more than even Hikone. If we get weakened defense, we're going to be dealing even more damage than that. Honestly, like if you add weakened defense from T15, he's going to be dealing almost 500k. At 105, that is stupid amounts of damage. But like, I feel like his bread and butter is honestly going to be as a support unit to kind of like characters like Jushiro and IT. I feel like you're going to want like 3 Jushiros and 1 Ichigo just to guarantee heals in case you get bad RNG on the drain procs with the Jushiro. That way you have barriers on this Ichigo to go along with the dodge, because you can dodge even if you have a barrier. So if you dodge and you have a barrier, the barrier will still be intact. So being able to protect him even further is actually going to be pretty clutch in my opinion. That being said, I still think that 5th anniversary Byakuya is a lot more readily available, so I think that he's obviously going to perform better. When it comes to clearing harder content, I think that Byakuya is going to clear significantly quicker. Ichigo is probably going to... Honestly, I still think Byakuya is better. I think that this Ichigo is good. I don't think he's like as crazy as he could have been thanks to his horrible 1st strong attack and the lag on his 2nd strong attack. The lag on the 2nd strong attack, in my opinion, kills this character in terms of me wanting to really... main the character, right? Like every now and then you want to play a specific character over and over and over again, like 5th anniversary Ichigo, Daddy Ichigo, Art Book Ichigo, 6th anniversary Aizen. These characters are hella OP. They feel fun to play with the Sprinter plus 2. Like these characters go crazy. If you want to give them long stride, you can do that as well. I know Aizen doesn't have Sprinter plus 2, but I mean, like, you can give it to him if you really want to. I go full stam long stride on any day of the week, but like this character, I don't know, it just doesn't feel, it doesn't feel right. Like it feels like it takes just too long to do what he needs to do. But I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys grind. I'll catch up with you. Stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you know. Hope you enjoyed this video. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.